The rain begins. The first drops of rain fell softly on the cobblestone streets of Willow Lane, each one a tiny silver note in the quiet evening air. Alara, a young artist, watched from her window as the sky turned a dusky gray, the light fading into the comforting hush of twilight. She loved the rain, how it transformed the familiar streets into a shimmering, reflective canvas. She pulled on her favorite yellow raincoat, grabbed her umbrella, a deep navy blue one with a little moon and stars, and stepped outside. As she opened the door, the smell of wet earth and blooming roses filled her senses. The rain pattered gently on her umbrella, a rhythm that felt like a lullaby. Strolling through dimly lit streets, Willow Lane was quiet, its usual daytime bustle replaced by the soft splash of raindrops and the occasional murmur of conversation from under awnings and doorways. Alara wandered slowly, admiring the way the street lamps cast golden halos on the wet pavement. Puddles shimmered like small secret worlds, reflecting the glow of shop windows filled with books, candles, and old records. She passed the cafe where she sometimes painted. Inside, she glimpsed familiar faces sipping hot drinks, the windows fogged up with warmth and laughter. She paused a moment to watch, feeling a sweet ache in her chest, a gentle reminder that even rainy days had their own warmth. Meeting a friend, just as she turned the corner, she nearly collided with Julian, an old friend from her art class, holding a striped umbrella and a small, shy smile. "Hey, Alara," he said, his voice soft like the rain itself. "Out sketching the world again?" "Just wandering tonight," she replied, her cheeks warming despite the cool air. "There's something magical about rain at this hour, don't you think?" Julian nodded. "It's like the world slows down just enough for us to catch up." His eyes twinkled with a kind of gentle understanding that made her heart lift. They walked together, umbrellas touching like a shared shield against the drizzle. They spoke of small things, the smell of rain on pavement, the quiet music of droplets on leaves, and how even the simplest moments, like sharing an umbrella, could feel like a treasure. Reflections under the rain. At the old stone bridge, they paused. The river below ran silver with reflections of streetlights and the gentle sway of willow trees. The rain had softened into a mist that settled on their hair and faces. Alara felt a sense of calm settle inside her, a peace she hadn't known she needed. "You know," she said softly, "sometimes I think the rain washes away all the noise, leaving just the good things behind." Julian smiled. "Like memories," he said, "or friendships that never really fade." They stood there, leaning on the bridge's damp railing, listening to the water's quiet murmur. Nearby, a stray cat with wet fur darted across the street, seeking shelter. Even that small life felt part of the story of the night. The walk home. They turned back towards home, the streetlights casting their glow in small pools of light on the wet ground. The sound of rain on rooftops, leaves, and cobblestones felt like a lullaby. Alara looked up at Julian. "Thank you for walking with me tonight," she said. "Anytime," he replied, his voice warm. "Sometimes the best kind of evening is the simplest one." And so, dear friends, under the gentle rain of Willow Lane, Alara and Julian found a quiet happiness that needed no grand adventure, only the small wonders of a rainy night, a good friend, and a heart open to the little things that make life beautiful. Thank you for joining me tonight. May your own rainy evenings bring you peace, comfort, and the gentle glow of streetlights reflecting on wet cobblestones. Good night, and may you always find joy in the simplest of things.